Hi everyone, just before this video gets started, I'm here because you're going to need context. This was a conversation that was never intended to be a podcast, never intended to be uploaded. I was playing a racing game at the time, so you'll hear racing car sounds faintly in the background. They're not too loud, thankfully. Other things I wanted to say, spoilers for Breaking Bad. If you have not seen Breaking Bad, please do not watch this. Go out and watch all of Breaking Bad first. The original Spider-Man trilogy, there's some light spoilers there, as well as The Dark Knight. I originally edited all this footage years ago, back when I recorded it, and after I'd done that and I had like a kind of final render for it, I lost whatever footage I had prior to this conversation that I'm about to show you now. So I've had to take one version that I've already edited and then edit that again to try and get as much as I can out of it. So I split it up into 3 segments. The first segment is about Breaking Bad. Each segment you'll know it's changed over because it quietens down and then the conversation starts back up again. Mostly because in between we might have been taking toilet breaks or we would have been just talking about nothing that interesting in between. So it kind of quietens down and starts back up again. You'll know when the subject has changed because the image on the screen will have changed. It's split into 3 parts. So yes, the first one, Breaking Bad. The second one, Sporticus from Lazy Town. I know, just stick with it. And then the third one being a mashup of the 2 of them and ultimately leading to me and Jackson's breaking point where we just break down. It is as funny as it was when we recorded it. I just had to skim through it and get it all edited before. And yes, so I hope you enjoy. Consider this a prize or a reward for helping me reach 100 subscribers. Now you get to see and listen to something you were never supposed to, but it's really funny nonetheless. I hope you guys enjoy.
Spider-Man Home Alone.
Starring Macaulay Culkin as Spider-Man.
No, he's Uncle Ben in flashbacks. Remember what I told you. Wire the house up with traps. And so, he stops the Sinister Six with Home Alone traps.
Do you think that Kevin McAllister is into traps?
That's a good play on words.
Like, I'm only into women if they secretly have a dick. Sam Raimi should have directed the Dark Knight trilogy.
Oh my god. Can you imagine how campy that shit would have been?
That would have been epic! It would have been even more camp.
Yeah. How would he... What would that look like? He would definitely do the Joker. But I'm thinking like... What's next to the Joker in Batman's most iconic enemies? He'd probably do Penguin and Riddler, I would think.
Nah. Willem Dafoe should play Bruce Wayne. And Bruce Campbell plays Batman.
Such a suave billionaire Willem Dafoe showing up with hotties all the time. And then just
Yeah, like,
puts the
I can't
mask
really
on and
see-
jump cuts. Like imagine Willem Dafoe's picking up the cow. He's putting it on and his hands cover his face for a second, and as his hands move down, it's Bruce Campbell looking up in the Batman cow. See, like, I think for a second, if, you know, Sam Raimi were to do Batman and Penguin was the villain, well, he would choose Danny DeVito. Like, he would. Who else would you choose to play the Penguin? What, Jonah Hill? Jesus Christ.
Jonah Hill!
Yeah, you know, he was actually in to be Penguin in this new Batman movie for a little bit, and then they dropped him.
That's fucked up.
That's not a joke. Jonah Hill was gonna be Penguin, but like a more mobster type of kingpin. But even still, that's...
Jonah...
Penguin.
Is Jonah Hill the guy I'm thinking of? Cause...
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is.
Doesn't he play Jimmy in GTA 5? Or is
I
that...
think so.
I
Yeah, he's
swear
in
that's
the
him.
21 Jump Street films, and he's
Yeah, that's him.
yeah. the Penguin.
I just can't see him playing like a serious villain that you're supposed to be like afraid of.
I can imagine him
don't
being
think
the
he could
Penguin
pull that
and then
off.
having a henchman like say something stupid, and then he just turns around, "Hey, I'm trying to do this thing here. I'm doing my thing. All right, this is what I do." Like he just breaks character completely.
Jonah Hill should have played Tuco.
Damn, man! Look at that look. Tight, tight, tight. Then he gets down on one knee, you know, with the guy in the wheelchair and whatnot. What, are these guys planning something against me? That's Jonah.
Are they punking me?
Are they punking me?
Nah, I like that thing where we swept all the
He
characters.
just swap the actors, yeah. That's me.
All of the same actors just playing roles that they do not have the range
I know,
for.
I know what to do. Make Harrison Ford Pinkman. like right now, modern Harrison Ford, you know, the saggy face, but he's got the beanie on his shit.
I love that
Giant
picture of Bryan Cranston as Pinkman, though.
Yeah, it's so good. But he's Pinkman.
No, because the entire time I was looking at that, I'm just thinking of when Walter White says, "I'm not the street guy, yo." And like all the times he tries to like relate to Pinkman. It's like a very how do you do, fellow kids. I love it. Because it's like this
Aaron
50...
Paul shows up outside with the glasses. Maybe we could partner up. And then he's just like, "You wanna cook?"
Yeah.
He's like, "You wanna
I
cook
love-
crystal meth as Pinkman?"
I love bald Aaron Paul. But not in the show, just like, because in the show he's like
Yeah,
very
short
shaved.
Yeah,
But I'd love the idea of him being full bald.
Oh,
That'd be epic.
no, I like to imagine more serious scenes. You know when he's in the Pinkman's in the support group meeting and he's like, "I made you my bitch," and he's almost crying. Can you imagine? Doing it.
No, I'm just imagining how awkward it would be for him to be interacting with Jane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then Penguin comes up. I'm his dad.
Bryan Cranston. Ah, wire.
No. Stop. Oh yeah, just Aaron Paul teaching the kid. Oh yeah, no, speaking of Jen, I did want to bring up the fact I don't like how that she like the final flashback in El Camino is of her.
I think I don't mind it, but
'Cause
I reckon
I
if the
felt
one
like-
with Walt, if that was switched around with Walt's one was at the end, that you know, what are you gonna do after?
Well, no, I
this?
just think that, like, over the course of Breaking Bad, he kind of, like... And also, Jane was not a good person, and she kind of sucked in every way. It would have been better if it was that other lady.
You know, if I could make one change, it would probably be that instead of Todd and Pinkman taking like the maid's body out and burying it, that it was his girlfriend. After they shot her in the head.
Yeah,
they
no,
had to get
I
it.
thought that was gonna be what it was.
Because I thought that would have been heavy. As fuck.
Yeah. I don't buy it, because I don't think they even hid that body, though.
Yeah.
They just left it there, because, like, who's gonna trace it back to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought that was gonna be it. But there's the scene where Jesse gets the gun out of the glove box.
Yeah.
Like, I thought for sure Jesse was just gonna, like, pull the trigger and it just wouldn't be loaded, because I didn't buy the fact that Jesse wouldn't shoot Todd.
Yeah.
Because he fucking kills the fuck out of Todd at the end.
Yeah.
Like, what changed in between them? Because Todd already killed Andrea before the
I know,
flashback.
I just think it would have been just because of Brock. It's the only reason why he wouldn't have. Because he knows
No,
how
but
it
he
went
could
last
have
time.
just shot Todd, and then taken Todd's car and just picked up Brock, and then been at Skinny P's house for.
Yeah, it's just that
the rest
Jack's
of-
gang would not stop. They wouldn't.
Mm.
Especially if it's his son or whatever. No, it's like, yeah, they're
Yeah.
pretty fucked. You know, can't just keep running forever. Thankfully, Walt was
Yeah,
there.
I mean, you can. That's kind of the point of El Camino. He ran to Alaska.
Yeah. Even those last seasons where Walt locked in a cage with really long hair. You know? If you want this so bad,
And him like
do it
climbing
yourself.
up the side.
I like Aaron Paul as Walt, but I think it could be funnier.
What do you mean?
Like, the idea of Bryan Cranston as Pinkman is hilarious. But the idea of Aaron Paul as Walt is kinda just funny. But like, he could
No,
be
just
funny.
the awkward sex scenes with Skylar. Those are just funny anyway.
Yeah. See, with Aaron Paul, I wouldn't think it's funny. It's gotta be something like a different actor, something funnier.
I like the idea of Gus playing Holly.
Yeah, the crib. Oh, it's so good. No, you know what? Gus as Walter Jr. would be the funniest thing. Like, think realistically, Gus is cutting himself around on two crutches.
Yeah, it's like
Skylar and Walt are sitting across the table from each other, and they still are Bryan Cranston and all that.
and then
he hops
their
along, and then
40-year-old black son.
yeah, he comes and sits down at the table while they're all sitting there silently, acting like he is totally a part of this family. And he's like, "So guys, what's for breakfast?" It's Gus. It'd be the best thing ever. It just would be. And everyone going along and never mentioning it. Ever. There'll be some deep-seated backstory.
But then, who would play Gus?
Holly.
Holly. I will kill. But then, who plays Holly? Because I don't even think she could do that. I don't even think she's old enough to do that dramatic speech where Gus threatens Walt's entire family in the desert.
But imagine if Holly could.
I
I will kill your
infant
daughter. No. Yeah, infant daughter is. I don't know.
I will kill your black son.
Yeah, I will kill your black son. I like it's not just your son, he has to point out his race. Well, no. Oh, yeah. On his knees.
No,
Holly's
that's
got the gun.
racist.
Yeah. Holly has she's armed, she's got like a fucking gun in it.
Holly crawls out of the room and her face is fucking gone.
Oh, fuck. You know what would be even funnier? Police Walt Jr. with Mike. He's sitting at the table pretending to be their son. When he looks no younger than Walt. The scenes. Walt trying to teach Mike to drive. And like, keep in mind, Mike is still pretending he's got cerebral palsy.
You know, you don't use both feet.
He's like, oh, sorry. Even just Mike playing Skylar, that's hilarious.
Mike giving Walt the awkward. But would he just be wearing like a blonde wig?
Yeah, that's what I mean, like, nothing changed. No, he wouldn't wear a blonde wig, but he'd wear the same outfits. You know.
Just him in a skirt.
Yeah.
Him
Right.
with the fucking pregnant thing.
Yeah, Bryan
the
Cranston
thing
comes
is-
up to the door, knocks on it. Who opens it? You know, Mike, but it's Skylar, and she's
But
like,
then there's
"We don't
like
want
the
this
scene
pizza."
after. No, but then there's the scene after, like, he comes home from, like, his first drug deal with Tuco, and then he rapes Skylar in the ass.
Yeah, that was fucking.
That scene with Mike playing
No,
Skylar.
no, and Mike's got the fucking face shit on and everything. It's a scene.
That would be.
It's a scene I'll
That
never
would be
forget.
a good. A good metaphor for what Walt does to Mike in season 5.
I can't breathe. I'm crying.
When she tries to drown herself in the pool and like the dress is flowing beautifully in
Yeah,
the
it's-
background.
That's Mike. Oh my god, that would be amazing.
What's wrong with? Actually, wait, because Bryan Cranston is no longer playing Walt, so who's playing Walt in there? Probably in. Who's going to be fucking Mike in the ass?
I don't know.
Skylar. Skylar plays Walt.
I was thinking maybe you and I could partner up. You want to cook crystal meth?
Yeah, the idea that
They're partners. I kind of want to see, because he's such a cool character, Huel as Walter White. That would
I reckon
be,
he could pull that off.
just think of all the dramatic scenes and like everything, you know, Huel in crawl space. Oh man.
Fueling crawl space.
Laughing like a maniac. See, you almost just can't replace Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, it's Walter.
Yeah, you've gotta. It's gotta be someone not from the show in order to do that. Like, it's gotta be someone.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Had a
This
funny
is not meth.
idea. Yeah. It's those little scenes that are so good. No, Michael Caine is Tuco.
Just Michael Caine putting a cigarette out on his tongue.
Are these guys punking me? With a gun in his hands. Walt in the background with his beanie on, fucking hoodie. Shivering because Michael Caine's got a Glock.
And yeah, Huel there.
Huel is there. I like to imagine Huel is that many characters that he shows up in conversations with himself.
Yeah.
Like he's also those two brothers that try to kill Hank. And he's also Hank at the same time.
Yeah, no, he is Walt and Skylar.
Yeah. That gives that rape scene a whole new vibe.
And then Giancarlo Esposito walks in and sees the face cream mark on the fridge.
I can't breathe anymore. I can't do it. I'm sure it hurts. It physically hurts. Fucking, it's in pain. Huel walks into the pool with a flowing dress.
You're encouraging Gus to drink more.
I would watch the whole show if Huel was everybody. Like every extra in the background, everyone. You know, so, and like, the only thing that's different is the character names and what they wear. So you've got Huel as Pinkman, and it's Walt bust through to Saul Goodman. Saul Goodman is also Huel. It's fucking...
Saul's assistant,
It's also
Huel,
Huel.
the receptionist.
I like to imagine what he would do, like, in a fight with Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 2, the train
I
sequence.
do like the fact that Sporticus is carrying a baseball bat at all times.
Yeah.
Because it's like part of his vest. He has a holster for it.
I just imagine him, like, on the top of the building with Doc Ock doing backflips and, like, kicking apples, bouncing them into Otto as he's trying to punch him. You know? And then they both fall off
Can
the
you
building
imagine Sporticus with web shooters? He'd be unstoppable.
together. Nothing would change. Literally everything in that scene would stay the same. Just
Imagine
Sporticus.
he kicks the apple into Thanos' head. Apple bounces off. It goes like 50 meters away. He just whips it, bang, straight back into Thanos.
Oh, look, I know that he's athletic and whatnot, and you would think, well, Spider-Man, he's got, you know, his spider sense and things like that. Everything would be accounted for. Everything. Like, Sporticus, he has the strength to fall from a web on the building and also web an arm from a clock and go, haha, and then shoot it right back up to the top, hitting Otto.
Like,
would.
Sporticus has the reflexes.
He does.
Like, such good reflexes to the point that I don't even think he needs spider sense. Like,
Yeah.
because Peter wouldn't have dodged the glider if he didn't, like in Spider-Man 1, if he
Yeah.
didn't have forewarning that it was coming. I reckon Sporticus could do it.
Yeah, he would
Like,
jump up and do like
I-
3 backflips in the air. You know how like Kung Pao jumps up and just keeps spinning in one spot?
He would jump up, and do 5 backflips, and land on the glider and steer it away from Green Goblin.
Yes! He's an even better hero.
He's even better at his job.
He's better than 5 backflips. How quick is he flipping to land on the glider? 5! 5 backflips and lands on the glider. And then turns around.
No,
to
he
glide away.
lands on the glider doing a handstand, and while he's steering it, he's like jumping up and clapping. Just imagine him spinning at the fucking speed of light to land on this glider.
I just like the idea of Sporticus doing the Spider-Man movies, but better. Because he's Sporticus. And,
Yeah,
like,
all the times when Spider-Man failed to do something, like, Sporticus,
Every
Sporticus
time.
was just so epic that he didn't let that guy not pay him. He was like, bitch, give me my fucking money. Sporticus beats the shit out of him for his money.
No, he's just the most like he just does Spider-Man, but better than Spider-Man because Sporticus is never upset. He never has flaws. So, with that in
No,
mind,
I'm
Like-
just imagining Sporticus just fucking beating, like not letting that slide. He's like he fucking beats the shit out of that man. Like he's a fucking
I just
pimp.
I just love the idea of like, where's me rent? Oh, here it is. Just hands it to it. Like he fixes
Here it
every
is.
problem that Spider-Man has really easily. But and you know,
It's like, here it is.
and of course his only
When you have the
weakness
time,
is junk
could you
food.
fix this door, please?
Yeah, it's like, no, I've got it. Dun, dun, does splits and like
Yeah, no,
cracks
he
the
fixes
hinges.
the door.
Fixes the door like that. There you go. Dun, 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 dun.
And he totally fucks the landlord's daughter.
Yeah, he
What a
does.
cute piece of ass she is.
I never thought I'd hear you say that. Just didn't think it ever hear you say that landlord's daughter's a hot piece of ass. Yeah, no, he does that. But like everything, even delivering the pizzas, like, you know, he is running through the streets, but he runs the whole way and starts flipping over cars and shit. No one's lazy in New York City. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm not sure about that.
That'll be his catchphrase, even though everyone around him is just... Talk about Joker being a film where you don't know what's real and what isn't. Is Sporticus on some drug trip the whole film and just thinks everything's fine? It's not fine.
People are dying, Sporticus.
And he's like, I've got them. Dun, 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 dun. Now I have to get sweet vengeance for my uncle.
What about my uncle? Did you give him a chance?
Did you? Robbie Rotten falls at the back of the window.
Yeah, Robbie Rotten plays all of the villains.
Yeah, all of them. Can you imagine Robbie Rotten as Venom? No, the symbiote pulls back. Hey, Spartacus. The symbiote around him. He's like, my God, Robbie, what have you done?
I love being bad. It makes me happy.
Okay.
You know, and Sporticus didn't kiss Gwen Stacy. He said he politely declined.
Yeah, he just politely declined.
He was like, "You are a very pretty young lady, but I am taken, man."
Robbie, I didn't kill your father. He killed himself. Shut up! Sporticus sticking to the brick wall, falling in the sky. So he saves Norman. How would he save Robbie Rotten as Venom? Robbie! You know?
Well, no, he successfully convinced him to just, you know, throw him the towel.
Nah, not this time. Robbie! Quickly, dun, pulls his bat out, stretches it out, flings it through the air, and it bounces off things, dun, off walls, and it somehow like knocks Robbie unconscious and far away from the symbiote, as the symbiote then blows up. And then Sporticus is like, no, that poor life form. Goes over to it, finds it still kind of there, dying, you know, this tiny thing, puts it in a jar. I'll look after you. Haha. Dun.
Yeah, no, he's so incorruptible that
He's so
like
incorruptible.
when he gets the black suit, I
Yeah.
just Sporticus in a black suit.
Yeah, we didn't even think of that. It feels good. I said you had him for 3 minutes, and you beat him in 3, and I'm glad you did that. Here's your money. Thanks. Now I can buy a car. To impress my girlfriends.
Sporticus doesn't need to buy a car to impress anyone.
Great. Now I can pay off my mortgage for my blimp.
No, he buys the blimp. It's his origin story.
That's his origin story. That's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. I like, you know what he would do to stop the train? He would do what Pete did, where he dropped down and used his feet through the
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that's
balloon.
what I'm thinking. But like,
Yeah.
he's like standing and pushing it back.
Yeah, yeah, he does that, and he does it at the optimal speed so that everyone slows comfortably, not straight away where they all fly forwards or too late. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, is everybody okay? Like, yeah, that actually landed pretty comfortably.
No, he used his technical expertise to fix the brakes.
You know, the thing is all of this would never happen. And not in the sense that Sporticus couldn't do this, but that he would never let Otto become Doc Ock to begin with. He would save him in time.
That is also true.
This would be a very short movie. He's just gonna
Yeah.
fix all of his problems. Wow, Otto, I idolize you. Oh, very good man.
I'm doing a report on you for college.
Yeah, he's in college. They're like, Sporticus, where are you heading? To your class. my class doesn't start for another 30 minutes. I like to get here early.
I'm passing you.
I'm laughing too much. I can barely breathe.
What was that, sir?
I'm just trying to think, like, how would Sporticus help Sandman?
He'd cure him. He'd find a way.
Just imagine, like...
No! He turns his wife and daughter into sand too! So they can be a happy family.
No, I like the idea that, like he gets into the back of the truck. You know, robbing banks is wrong. And he's like, what does it matter to you anyway? I can help you. What? He's like, I can do study and
Gives
research.
him money.
And it just jump cuts to... Okay, I want to talk about both these things, alright? It's even better if he's just like, I can get you money. Where from? It doesn't matter. I can get you money. And we never know where the money comes from. But Sandman's living on a sandy beach somewhere.
He works 5 extra jobs to pay for Sandman.
Yeah, that's better. Because he's just so noble. No, the what I was gonna say with like the medical research is like it just jump cuts to like, you know, one of those like heart rate monitors, like surgeon simulator music, and it's just pans and zooms of him in a white lab coat looking through like a microscope, studying sand to reverse engineer.
Studying sand.
Yeah, to reverse engineer Sandman's situation. He's just looking through the microscope at grains of sand. We don't know how, but he cures Sandman. This is how crazy Batman has made Gotham. The videotape.
Wait, does that mean Does that mean Sporticus is murdering people?
I don't know. I haven't thought that part through yet. I'll figure it out.
No, it cuts it cuts to the footage of the guy. He's changed to a treadmill because the guy's kind of fat.
Yeah, he's just changed to a treadmill.
Some men just want to watch the world burn calories.
Yeah, all that changes is Michael Caine saying, some men just want to burn the world's calories. Perhaps this is a man you don't fully understand. Criminals aren't complicated, Alfred. It's just a picture of Sporticus' mustache being analysed on the computer screen.
Like, actually, he would be fucked.
Yeah, that's the thing, is he has superpowers, Sporticus. He just does.
Like, when you're fighting somebody in hand combat, what do you do when they can flip kick you 6 times in a row?
What do you do with someone who can get a baseball bat, hit an orange from a tree all the way up into his blimp without bruising and splitting the orange to pieces? How hard is he swinging that bat to get an orange that
I swear he hit an apple to the moon once.
See, that's what I'm saying. How fucking powerful is this dude?
Well, the next step is for him to be Walter White.
I'm in the empire making business.
I'm in the empire business.
The question is, would he be playing Walter White, or would it be Sporticus again, just trying to do good everybody, but getting in too deep with the sharks?
Nah, instead of meth, it's like healthy food.
It's a hybrid protein shake that's illegal, but it will get the gains. You want to make illegal protein shakes.
Is Sporticus vegan? Because I do not remember him ever eating me
I
or
don't
promoting
either.
the eating of meat.
I always remember.
But
the
surely
fruit.
he's not vegan because that's not actually healthy. A man opens his door and stubs his toe, and you think that of me?
Even just the idea of Sporticus married to Skylar is really fucking weird to me. No, you know what's funny? He's got a son with cerebral palsy, he can't flip like him.
That's actually so depressing.
It's really funny. That he's got a dad that does all of this shit and he always flips just really put it on the kid that he can't do it.
Yeah, no, I'm imagining like Walter Jr. just sitting at the table eating his veggie bacon, and then
flips
Sporticus
into his
fucking
chair.
cartwheels into the room.
Yeah, cartwheels
and
and
then he's just like,
backflips into the
"Dad,
chair."
can you please stop
You
doing
need to
that?"
stop doing that. Sorry, son.
Because
It's a
like,
force of habit.
it's still Breaking Bad. It's a serious drama,
Yeah.
and like it explores the impacts that his acts have on his family. Like
Yeah.
the fact that he's just showing up in front of his
Yeah. See,
disabled son.
it's whether he flips like that, right? And then lands in and starts talking the dialogue that Walt does, or he is just Sporticus in this show. Where he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'll do much better next time. Just
How was
the whole,
breakfast?
a whole show.
Sporticus Jr.
Yeah, Sporticus Jr. He calls him Sporticus Jr. and he can't move his legs properly. That's so fucked up.
He's teaching him how to pilot the blimp.
No, he's trying to teach him how to do flips. All the time. Dad, I can't do it. Oh, it's okay.
I know,
It's
I
easy.
love-
It's a fear thing.
I love, because like I said, I was rewatching the scene in I was rewatching Breaking Bad, and the scene when Walt is teaching Walter Jr. to drive. I was about to say fly, but no, that's not what happens. That would have been a creative turn for the show today.
Hey, you know
No,
what's...
but
Yeah, keep
in
going.
that scene, Walter legit says to his son with cerebral palsy, "Your legs work fine." It's like, oh, it's blue apples.
Yes, blue apples. Super apples. That's what they're making in the show. It's not protein
Like,
shakes.
just the biggest, juiciest apples you've ever seen.
proper
It's
sports candy.
perfect. 100% chemically pure.
You know, when people are like, "Hey, have you got the blue stuff?" Sports candy's the slang term for it. Got any sports candy?
Yeah, sports candy. It's kind of like how in the show, like, people... it's called Blue Sky, the meth they make.
Yeah.
Sports candy.
Yeah, that's the name. Badger's like, "You got any sports candy?" Fucking Pinkman just
It
hands
just-
it a blue apple.
No, this is like, it's like in like season 4. It's like Jesse's like, no, I don't, nah, because it's like season 5 when he's trying to get out of the business.
Yeah.
Jesse's like, nah, I don't do sports candy anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's just like that. He's like, "I don't want to make people fit anymore and help them with their health. I just want a Big Mac." You feel me, bitch? No, Pinkman, that's not good. You need to better your health. You don't need that. You don't know what I want. Pinkman, what? I watched Jane die.
I just love the idea of them just rebooting Breaking Bad, but with like something that's just wrong
Yeah.
and playing it completely straight-facedly.
It's
And like they just replace the series on Netflix and whatever without telling anyone. It's like, this
Yeah,
is
they just-
Breaking Bad.
they just changed all the episodes with just one detail.
Can you imagine if Ozymandias doesn't start with like the situation with Hank? It starts with Huel.
It's just a whole episode of Huel. And then the episode after is the real Ozymandias, and it just keeps carrying on.
Sporticus in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
You know what it would be? Everyone's promoting healthy food and eating on the new Breaking Bad, but Hank is replaced with Colonel Sanders. So he's like, what, you didn't think to tell me you had someone in the fast food industry in the family? You know, he's like, wait, no, don't kill him! Be insane.
I love the idea that the DEA are just trying to like get kids to eat unhealthy.
Yeah.
No, it's like the scene when Hank goes to like shows Walter Jr. like the fucking crack house and like the really ugly prostitute, but he goes to a gym. And it's a really fucking hot chick out.
Yeah. She's like, hey, do you guys come here often? No, we're not looking to join your gym. Look at her. Sweaty, yoga pants, probably vegan. Terrible. No, oh really? You really think though? And then Ronald McDonald turns to him and says, I know so. Yeah, Ronald's the new man in the family. Can you imagine Ronald on his knees, like, do it, pussy? Asking Chad to shoot him. Shoot him in the head.
Don't remember.
Yeah, remember? Like,
his name is Ron. My name is Ronald McDonald. And you can go fuck yourself.
My name is Ronald McDonald. And you can go and fuck yourself.
I'm gonna fucking die.
Give me a fucking minute.